Assalamu-Alikum. Welcome back. So our today topic is content selection and organization principle and procedures. So the first thing that what is the definition of curriculum? Like all the learning which is plain and guided by school, whether it is carried on a group or individually, inside or outside the school. So we can say that a curriculum is a plain sequence of instruction that outline what student will learn, how they will learn it, and how their learning will be assessed. So it encompasses the knowledge, skills, and values that students are expected to acquire through their educational experience. So further, there is a race course, plain curriculum, enacted curriculum, and experienced curriculum. So we will further explain like a race course means it is a venue of racing events. Like it feature a track of for horse or race courses, a host various events from local meets to international competitions. Now, what is a plain curriculum? Like a plain curriculum is a deliberate or systematic approach to teach or end learning. It involves identifying and organizing instructional material to achieve specific learning objectives. So this process helps ensure that daily teaching has a larger purpose and provide a framework for a reference in the classroom. Next is enacted curriculum. So the enacted curriculum refer to the actual implementation and interpretation of the plain curriculum by teachers, student, and other stakeholders in the classroom. It's the lived experience of the curriculum shaped by the interaction, or decision, and action of those who are involved in this. Next is experienced curriculum. So the experience curriculum refer to the personal and subjective experience. Subjective means it vary from person to person. So subjective experiences of students as they engage with the plain and enacted curriculum. So it's a curriculum as lived and experienced by the student themselves. It may be emotional experience, social experience, cognitive experience, physical experience, all these are part of the experience curriculum. Now there are elements of curriculum like what are the aims or objectives. So we already discussed these aim and objective in the previous lecture. What is the content of the curriculum? What are the teaching strategies and what are the evaluation, like how they will judge it. So all these are the elements that we already discussed in the previous lecture. Now, definition of content. Content is defined as the information to be learned in school, another term for knowledge, like a collection of facts, concepts, generalization, principle theories. Now, content selection, like the subject matter or content is significant if it is selected and organized for the development of learning activities, skills, processes, and attitude. So development of three learning domain included cognitive, affective, and psychomotor skills and considers the cultural aspect of the learners. Now, content must take account of the environment in which the course will be used. So the needs of the learner and the principle of teaching and learning. Now, what is the purpose of content? To help organize material, to help a sequential relationship of material, to present material basic to a general understanding of course, to furnish a source of valuable information, and to present application. Now there are level of content and their function. The first is specific and processes. basic ideas and principle concepts, descriptive subject matter like consist of facts and principle factual content. Next is normative subject matter like moral and aesthetic choices. Now, the selection of curriculum content, principle and criteria. So the needs for selection like fundamental concept of curriculum. So in this the first is content, the second is purpose, the third is organization. In content, the concept maps, topics, and the themes of the curriculum are the content. Next is purpose, like intellectual, social, or the personal purpose. Next is organization, like scope and sequence. So, principle for selecting curriculum content. In this, we have promoting Islamic ideology, developing social understanding, promoting maximum personal development, promoting continuity of experience, maintaining a balance among all the goals, providing for education, and involving the pupil in the learning experiences, using effective learning experiences, involving many groups, and decision about content and process. Now there is a criteria for content selection. The first is validity, second is significance, the third is interest, fourth is learnability. These are the criteria for content selection, like how they are valid, what are their importance, and it is interested or next is learnability. Now, there is procedure of content selection. The first one is the judgmental procedures. In this, they will to check the interest, knowledge, and ideals. Next is collection of data and decision making. Is a part of judgmental procedures, extensive group discussion, and not prejudices and rationalization. Criteria of social reconstruction is the primary basis of subject matter selection. Now, the next is the experimental procedures. They determined by actual testing. It is the subject matter interesting and suitable for the adults. Now, their procedure is tentatively selecting subject matter in accordance with the criteria. They hypothesize and prescribe condition for the tryout. Next is checking the results against the hypothesis to find whether or not subject matter satisfy the criteria or not. Next is factor cannot be controlled. The third is the analytical procedure. In this, the widely known method of the content selection. Criteria of utility. There are three forms of analytical procedure. The first is activity analysis, like general activity of people of a given national group. Next is job analysis, like professional preparation. The third is knowledge analysis, like where they gain or what are their procedures. Next is technique used in analytical procedure, like the process of interview, working on the job, analysis of the job or activity by the worker, questionnaires, documentary analysis, and observing the performance of people. Procedure of content selection. The next is consensual procedure in the Stephen Romini classification of procedure. The first step is the textbook procedure. Second is the survey of opinion procedure. The third is the study of error procedure. The fourth is the study of other curricular procedure. Now the curriculum organization. It includes three steps. The first is continuity, second is sequence, and the third is integration. So, curriculum organization involved the systematic arrangement of learning experience to achieve educational goal. Continuity and sequence and integration are key concepts in curriculum organization. So, the first is continuity, like continuity refer to the smooth progress of learning experiences from one grade level or course of the text. Its purpose is to ensure that students build on previous knowledge and skills, avoiding unnecessary repetition or gaps. Example included like a math curriculum that gradually include new concept, reinforcing previous learning. Now, the next is sequences. So, sequence refer to the logical ordering of learning experiences to facilitate student learning. Its purpose is to help student to develop a coherent understanding of subject matter by presenting concepts in a logical and progressive manner. Its example include a science curriculum that sequence learning experiences from simple to complex concept. The third is integration. So integration refer to the connection and coordination of different subjects, topics, and learning experiences. Its purpose is to help students to see the relationship between different subjects and topics, promoting a more holistic understanding. The example include that like an interdisciplinary curriculum that include or integrate math, science, and language arts to explore the real world problems. So through this, uh, educator build the curriculum like they build on previous learning, present concept on a logical order, and connect different subjects and topics, and they promote a coherent and holistic understanding of subject matter.